Hello everybody and welcome. I saw a question on a Facebook group and I thought that I would address it here. This is my current project that I'm working on, and I got over here and I thought I was going to blend in, and now I've decided I don't like it. So someone asked, what do you do with the elements that you don't like and how do you take them off? So I'm going to show you. It's not difficult, and honestly, it's not rocket science, but I thought maybe it would help you to understand that your pieces are a little more sturdy than you think they are, and how easy it is to get these things off of here. So I don't like this whole area right here, and I'm going to take this off. This bright green right here, I didn't like how it blended, and frankly, I did this when I was super tired. And so I got up the next morning, I was like, ugh, that's terrible. So I am not going to try to save any of this. There may be one or two things that come off clean, but for the most part, I'm just gonna pick it apart and I'm gonna show you how I do it. I just literally start pulling it apart. Now, if you are gluing your elements together rather than down, the way I've discussed in my other videos, you'll know that this is going to be much easier than it would be to take it off of a mounted project or a background that you've worked so hard to paint, or a special paper or whatever. So I literally just start tearing the elements off, and it's that easy. Now, when I get closer to the elements I'm wanting to keep, I will show you that sometimes it gets a little more hairier, but it's actually very easy because I'm gluing my elements together and not down. I only glue down when I'm satisfied and I'm ready to mount my project. Now, this particular project I'm planning on making about 2 feet by 3 feet, so it's going to take me several months, but you can see right there how easy that is, that just comes right off. Now, there's a little bit of glue in here, and what I'm going to do is just kind of pick it a little bit, and then you can just peel it right out of there. And that's it. That's how easy it is. Now, in doing that, I can see some of the areas that I need to revisit and maybe do a little repair. In a previous finishing video, I mentioned how you can turn your piece upside down and I use a makeup brush, a kabuki brush, and I dip it in my PVA and I tap it into my piece, because that way, if it doesn't get glommed up in one particular little hole, if you do it this way, you're going to have one that has a whole bunch of glue and it's going to go, you're going to see it through the other side, and very little over here. Anytime that you're going to brush, it's going to come off of your brush and it's going to get held up and dissipate as you get closer to the other side. So if you are tapping, you're going to have a much more even distribution. So I'm going to tear off this entire little piece. I'll film it just so that you have it, but it will be time lapse because well, maybe I can just do it. It's a simple little thing. And, one of the people that responded to her question said, oh, you have to take this solution and you've got to, brush it on everything. No, you don't. If you are being careful about how you put your elements together in the first place, then they're also easy to take apart if you find something that you don't like. And I think that that's really key, because you can kind of manhandle these a little bit more than maybe you think you can. I'm got the bull in a china closet kind of personality, so I don't have a lot of patience to sit around and wait for a glue to dissolve or something. It's just not necessary. I may be tearing up about 30 cents worth of paper, and frankly, I don't care. That's not worth my time. So if you are concerned about wasting paper, it might be that you don't have enough paper on hand and maybe you need to build up your reserves a little bit. But I don't think that small amount of paper is really worth losing any sleep over. And it's certainly not worth waiting around for a half hour or so for some kind of solvent to work. Now I'm okay with some of this yellow, so I'm gonna just try to get some of these off. I'm not gonna take them all off. Maybe this last little bit right here. But that's it. And then when I go to add my other elements, and see, I just pulled it right off. When I go to add my other elements, I'll just glue them right back along the sides here, and it will cover up any of those raw edges that I may have missed. That bright green, I wasn't crazy about, but look at that, just popped right out. And there's one more. And this one is not so bad. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at. It gives it a little bit of dimension. So that's it. I mean, literally that easy. I'll be back again with more videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.